quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. On 2nd down now, Castle, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's...
Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next to score, Packers 7, Vikings 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Wilson will throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Play action. It's Wilson. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, the Vikings had 1-11 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packer 16. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mullins. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Haskins trying to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Wilson wants a different look. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Brzee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. The Packers with the to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Castle. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
I can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Richardson. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Mullins. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Haskins up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Running for it, Haskins. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run it again with Haskins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Check down, complete to Haskins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Whoa, it still won't go down. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Castle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 63 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
And he'll just throw this one over in the middle of the security crew. Incomplete here.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
On first down, it's Mullins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Wilson. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Haskins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Haskins again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try with Haskins. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 96 yards. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And here's the give to Haskins.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. That ball caught. It's Rice. Touchdown, Vikings. Rashee Rice, 41 yards. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 1.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. And that is incomplete.
There's been a little bit of frustration there with back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Now a give right side. Castle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. they've done so with that first run.
Let's go now.
2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Wilson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he ran on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
It's caught by Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
79 Broncos, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers, Bronco leading, 3.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Warriors 70.
Here's Richardson to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 2nd down, Castle, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
This is 1st and 10. Now Richardson.
He finds his man complete. It's Reed.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Richardson going to move him around.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Let's go now.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else.
The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we
Now second down and a few inches.
They'll try to run this one in. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
19 Tiger.
They'll try and run for it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point attempt to follow here. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Packers 28, Vikings 24.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd down.
Now Wilson. He's brought down at the 44. Call it a gain of 4. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.